just a season, but our season.
Welcome to Cubs baseball here on Marquee Sports Network. Tonight, it's the Rangers and the Cubs. It is game 2 of this 3-game set. Jameson Taillon on the mound. He was sensational last year at the friendly confines, his Wrigley debut here tonight. And Patrick Corbin making his first start as a Ranger. And the lefty on the hill as the Cubs try and pick up another win against Texas. And welcome into the broadcast booth, John Sciambi and Jim Deshaies. Elise Menaker will join us coming up. And again, last night, offense. It's been amazing.
Yeah, on a night where we didn't anticipate offense. They still managed to score 7 runs. They are third in Major League Baseball in runs per game. And I love the fact that they're doing it different ways. The slug has been a big part of it. Of course, with Suzuki and Kyle Tucker, who has hit 5 home runs here in the early going. But the ability to play a little small ball, too, on a cold night. Sack bunt, Dansby Swanson. Sack fly from Amaya earlier in the game, and they've been running. They swiped 5 bases, the Cubs did last night. That's been a big part of their offense. So it's speed, it's power, and it's a combination of a lot of good things.
Jim, here's a little segment I like to call Inside the Numbers. The Cubs have the 4th most homers in all of Major League Baseball, led by Kyle Tucker and Seiya Suzuki. 3rd in runs per game, only the Yankees and the Cardinals scoring more frequently. And then the walk rate, highest in all the land. And they haven't been chasing. The other thing, they've been running those bases, tied for the most in the major leagues. 21 of them, blackjack. All right, when we continue, the keys to the game. This man's keys to the game. Jim Deshaies, they're excited. We're excited. You're excited. It's the Cubs and the Rangers. We'll have keys coming up. Baseball coming up tonight. It'll be the Rangers and the Cubs. What's up, Harry? And right now it is our keys to the game. They're brought to you by your local Hyundai dealers.
Yeah, well, as you can tell by Elise's get up there, it's really cold out again here tonight. So ball probably won't carry particularly well. Cubs were very effective last night on a chilly night. We'll see what goes down tonight. Home cooking, that man right there posted a 2.18 ERA here at Wrigley Field last year. So you like your chances with J-Mo on the mound. And turn and burn, Justin Turner has outstanding numbers in his career against Patrick Corbin. Faced him a lot back in the day when he was a Dodger and Corbin was a Diamondback. Better than a 400 lifetime average with plenty of slug.
Justin Turner and the Cubs look to pick up a win with big Jameson Taillon on the mound. We'll have lineups and first pitch coming up. Check out our T-Mobile coverage cam, and who's warming up? Clark and Seiya on a chilly night, and Clark's got the scarf on, got the Loyola scarf on. It's Loyola night. And yeah, stretch and move and stretch and move. Seiya in lineup. He'll hit second, and he is the designated hitter here in this one. Time to send it downstairs and say good evening to Elise Menaker.
Hey, Boog Shambi. All right, it is still cold, so let's give you an update on what it's looking like for tonight. Mid-30s. Last night at first pitch, it was 34 degrees. Now with the wind chill, it's going to be in the upper 20s, so we're talking about a little heat wave there. The wind, a nice cool breeze blowing in from right field. And here's a fun nugget from Dan Kiermaier, head groundskeeper. He said that they have sensors underneath the field. I was curious yesterday what the ground temperature is like. Well, it's not that cold. Those sensors, they can keep track of moisture, temperature, all that good stuff. Right now, the ground is still like low 50s. So despite the weather, you can leave it to Dan to keep this field in good shape.
Outstanding. All right, we get ready. And the folks bundled up here at Wrigley. Jameson Taillon coming out to the mound. He's letting the lead out. Some Led Zeppelin for you. And JMO making his third start of the year. Rosin bag of the sticky stuff, and he's ready to go.
Well, let's take a look at JMO. This is his third season in a Cub uniform. The third of a 4-year deal that he had signed. Wednesday against the A's, really good stuff. 6 innings, 4 hits, couple of runs. He walked 3, struck out 7, got a bunch of swings and misses. And boy, did he finish strong here last year. An 0.35 ERA in the 4 September starts at Wrigley Field.
Let's take a look at the lineup that he will face. The Rangers lineup is brought to you by Ford. It's been a rough start for Marcus Semien and company. He'll be followed by Seager and Langford, then Peterson, Garcia, and Smith. Josh Young just activated off the IL. Heim and Taveras rounding out the lineup. They're tied for 28th in the majors in runs per game. They're last in on-base percentage, last in batting average. So it's been a super slow start. In fact, they have the fewest hits through 11 games in franchise history, 61, and fewest by 11.
Yeah, and despite that, they have an 8-3 record, and they are in first place in the American League West because Bruce Bochy is a genius.
Believe it.
6th all-time now for Bruce Bochy in games managed, 8th all-time in games won. He continues to move up that list. A surefire Hall of Famer when he finally shuts it down.
Semien grounds one foul of third, and we are underway. Yeah, I think we got a couple of surefire Hall of Famers active managing right now in both Bruce Bochy and Terry Francona.
I concur, Boog.
Here's the 0-1. In the air out towards left center field. And Ian Happ and Pete Crow Armstrong.
They had one the other day and didn't talk much about it at the time. I'm sure they did after the fact. It's a couple of times now that there's been a near miss out there, so hopefully they can clean that up.
First one in there for a strike to Corey Seager. Happ was one of the last 3 Gold Gloves. I mean, he wasn't exactly wandering out of his space there for that one. Seager in the air, shallow left. Swanson out. Happ in. Dansby makes the catch.
Bruce Bochy, there's the profile on the Lone Star legend, 8th all-time in wins, 4 times a World Series champion. Only 3 managers have won more. Did not do a whole lot of damage in his playing career. Mostly a backup catcher, but he was the only player ever to hit a walk-off home run off Nolan Ryan. How about that?
Played parts of 9 seasons with the Astros, the Mets, and the Padres.
Has a famously large head, size 8.5. Born in France.
He won it 3 times with the San Francisco Giants in 2010, 2012, and 2014. Here comes the 0-2. Jameson Taillon, 19 swings and misses his last start. The pitch. Ooh, close. Chad Fairchild is our plate umpire tonight. Most whiffs as a Cub for Taillon. It was against the Athletics. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. And there's a whiff for you. First strikeout of the night. JMO gets a 1-2-3. The Cubs will come up to hit when we come back. Back at Wrigley, Ian Happ making his way to the dish as we take a look at the Cubs lineup, brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Happ, Suzuki, and Tucker the top 3. Turner has started first. Swanson and Horner follow him. PCA, Shaw, and Kelly rounded out against Patrick Corbin. And ball 1 to Ian Happ.
What can we tell you about Patrick Corbin? He's from Clay, New York. That's right outside of Syracuse. 35 years old now in his 13th year in the big league. Second round pick in 09 out of Chipola Junior College down in Florida. And an all-star twice with Arizona, World Series champion with the Washington Nationals in 2019. Recent seasons, though, it's been a rough go for the veteran lefty.
Swing and a miss as Happ pulled off that changeup in his prime, a big-time slider for Corbin. How about that? 4 walks leading off games. And Happ, a guy with a really good eye. In the air, softly hit out towards center. Seager and Semien. And it'll be Semien to pull it down. Happ retired.
Cutter in on the hands of Ian Happ, and 2 in hot pursuit, but it is Semien who is able to pull it in for out number 1. Corbin last year with the Nationals, 6 wins, 13 losses, and a 5.62 earned run average.
He's pitching in Jack Leiter's spot, who's on the IL with a blister. So Al's son on the shelf right now. And the numbers for Seiya Suzuki. Here comes a 1-0. Line drive, and that's out into left center field and a base hit.
A one-handed swing there from Seiya. Just a flick of the wrist. He delivers that line drive to left. Top hand off the bat. Like a tennis stroke.
First pitch cut on and missed by Kyle Tucker.
Cubs very aggressive on the bases last night. They swiped 5 bags.
The 0-1 is high, and the count is even on Tucker. He's got the most hits in the majors with 17. And he's been on base 12 straight games. Swing and a high fly ball right field, playable for Garcia. And Suzuki back to first, 2 down. And now it's Justin Turner. No score here in the bottom of the first. John Chambee, Jim DeShays, Elise Menaker from Wrigley Field. A frigid night. Justin Turner, who, as JD likes to point out, has had very good success against Patrick Corbin. 405, 42 official at bats, including a couple of homers. Pitch inside.
You know, I used to read the Baseball Prospectus.
Sure.
And they'd have, you know, they'd have this guy's stats and a little write-up scouting report on him. And then underneath it would say loves to face or hates to face. I would imagine Turner shows up in Patrick Corbin's hate to face.
Chopped foul of third. Love Baseball Prospectus. I wrote the foreword to the annual one year.
Yeah, did you? I'm gonna have to get my hands on that.
I'll sign it for
Were you insightful?
It was magic.
Do they still do a print version?
I'm not sure. The 1-1. I have the digital copy on my computer.
Oh. Okay. We have confirmation from Chris Kampka down below that they do indeed.
They still do.
Still print the Baseball Prospectus.
I have like some of the original Joe Sheehan and Keith Law and all those guys. The 2-1 foul back. They used to gather people. They used to do the BP pizza feeds. And that's where the sabermetric folk would gather. They'd have on their website that announce the pizza.
Where they were going
yeah,
to. Oh, okay.
And they'd go everybody get together, you know. All the people that like slugging on base and gather
Pizza.
together and eat some pizza.
Let's share a pie and talk a little
Yeah.
BABIP.
Chris Kampka's in. Suzuki at first. Pitch to Turner. Too high.
Corbin with a lot of those elevated fastballs. You're going to see 91, 92 for the most part from Corbin, and that's kind of, even in his prime, he wasn't a real hard thrower. There was deception there. The slider, as Boog mentioned, was the out pitch. That was the swing and miss pitch for him back in the day.
3-2, 2 outs, man at first. Say on the go, and that one tapped foul. They'll do it again. When you go back 18 and 19, when he was a big time arm, a 31% strikeout rate. I mean, 31%, 29%. Anything north of 30 is pretty substantial. 3-2, popped up, foul, back in our general vicinity. No upper body commando tonight for Justin Turner.
No, he's KG veteran. He's not going to do that.
Yep. 8 pitches, 4 foul balls. The 40-year-old who was signed on February 20th. Put together a magnificent career and a wealth of knowledge as he fouls one back with Suzuki on the go. And the
Corbin,
count 3-2.
Here's pitch number 10 on its way here to Justin Turner. I was just going to say that Corbin was a late sign, middle of March. He signed with the Rangers, minor league deal, started with their AAA club, and then with the blister problems for Leiter, that's why he got the promotion.
Here goes the runner. 3-2, laced to center, but right at Leody Taveras, who makes the catch. And Turner is out. No runs ahead, 1 man left, end of 1. No score here at Wrigley. Cubs baseball on Marquee Sports Network is brought to you by Circa Sports, by Advocate Healthcare. Let's live well and make the most of every moment, game day, and every day. And by your local Hyundai dealer. Find the dealer nearest you at buyhyundai.com. Jameson Taillon, and he's part of Who's Been Getting It Done, presented by the Home Depot. Last year at Wrigley, 15 starts, a 2.18 ERA. And gave up just 9 homers, and the opposition hit 224. That's getting it done, Jim.
That's getting it done big time, John. Loves him some Wrigley.
First one to Jock Peterson, in for a strike. One of the things with Taillon this year, we've seen the velocity has ticked up, and he's throwing his four-seam fastball more frequently. The pitch to Peterson, and a breaking ball swing and a miss.
Ooh, man, that was a nasty breaking ball. I always wonder about pitchers on a cold night whether they can spin the baseball, but that thing just dropped off the table.
It's a good hook. The 0-2 up and in, buzzes the tower, and Peterson spinning out of there.
Yeah, Peterson's got power. You got to do your work inside. Don't let him get too comfortable to cover that outside part of the play. Maybe comes with the changeup here. Maybe doubles up with the heater.
That one downstairs and went with the backdoor cutter. He couldn't find the spot. Remember back in 2021, 73 games, hit 11 homers before the Cubs shipped him off to the Braves, where he won the World Series. He won in back-to-back years, 20 and 21. The COVID shortened 20 season in the bubble. 2-2 is on the way. On the ground, diving stop by Nico, gets up, throws him out. Great play, Nico Hoerner. Those are some hands right there.
Those are some good hands, and that means it's time for the Allstate Good Hands replay. Good range, good hands. Quickly up from the belly.
First offering, Garcia slices it into right field. That's a base hit. Tucker picks it up, fires it towards second, and with one out, a man aboard, as Adolis Garcia comes up with the hit.
Well, these Rangers coming out hacking here, man. They're very aggressive. Not taking a lot of pitches. They know that J-Mo's in the zone a lot. His fastball is actually moving in on him. It's a good pitch. He's able to fight it off.
And now it's Josh Smith. Smith getting to start at first base here tonight. And he takes ball one from Taillon. He's off to a good start. Smith, who played his college ball at LSU. The Yankees made him a second-round pick in 2019. And he came to Texas in the Joey Gallo trade in July of 21. And that one misses maybe a smidge low.
And tonight is Smith's first ever game as a first baseman in the big leagues.
Taillon the 3-0. And that's in there for a strike.
Those three left-handed bats plus a couple of switch hitters. Generally, you want to run some lefties up there against J-Mo. It's the righties that have been problematic for him so far this year, and granted, very small sample. He's allowed 3 home runs, all the right-handed batters. They're hitting .412 with a 1,000 slugging percentage against him.
There goes the runner. The 3-1 hit on the ground, but foul. And in between Turner and first base coach Corey Ragsdale. So Garcia on the move, and now it's 3-2. Jameson Taillon, who signed in December of 2022, 4-year $68 million deal. He's in year 3. 2 times he's had Tommy John surgery. There goes the runner. 3-2 pitch, and that misses. It's ball 4. And now 2 are aboard with 1 out. Downstairs, and Elise.
Well, Boog, you guys have mentioned the whiffs from his last start, the most in his Cubs career, 19. Then JD was talking about how Taillon fills up the zone. Taillon will say that all the time after his start. He did after his last one. And what he's doing is he knows he's a guy who throws strikes. Now, says he doesn't chase whiffs, but after his last start, what he's doing is reading his fastball and how hitters are hitting it. Are they fouling it off? Are they swinging through it? If so, that tells him his fastball, it's having a good day. He felt in his first start he was locating his fastball well, but the hitters were hitting it, so he was losing metrics and deception.
Taillon knocks it down. Everybody's going to be safe, and the bases are loaded. So Josh Young off the IL, and a little swinging bunt, and Taillon not able to come up with it.
Yeah, Garcia with the opposite field single ball that wasn't hit all that well. Then the walk, and now this one right off the end of the bat. And J-Mo's in a spot of bother here in the top of the second.
And now it's Jonah Heim. It'll be a base hit for Josh Young. That one 59 miles an hour. What do you need exit velocity for? Sit at 59 to the left of the pitcher.
To aim, you got to aim it better. These Ranger hitters have struggled in the early going. Heim's been pretty good. 286 with a couple of home runs already.
Here's 0-2. Up and in. Rangers to begin the year 8-3, and yet they haven't hit. Lowest average in the bigs.
Yeah, a lot of times when you see that early in the season, you think, well, cold weather, it's going to suppress offense. But they played 7 of their games at home down in Texas.
Yeah, inside that big barbecue grill.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like from the outside, like one of those big barbecue grills. You know what I'm talking about? The 2-2. Line drive, base hit out into right field. Tucker will pick it up, and that's going to score 2 runs. Throw to Swanson is bobbled, and they're at first and third. And it's 2-0 Rangers in the early going.
Nothing soft about this. Good solid contact here. Reaches out and takes that runner out away from him and just whacks it into right field.
And now with 2 runs in, a visit to the mound from Tommy Hotovy.
You got to be wary of the
gather together.
Safety squeeze in this situation with Taveras up there. Good bunter, speed guy, first and third, 1 out. Visit to the mound may have been as much about defending possible safety squeeze as anything.
And also so the organist can play hot stuff for Tommy Hotovy.
That too. And Taveras all bundled up, and he's got a hoodie on there.
Switch hitter batting left.
That's what they did. They put the old pick 'em off at third play on.
Just to see if Taveras might give something away. Young at third, Heim at first, 1 out. Popped up right side. Turner over there. Turner makes the catch. Good job by Justin identifying his surroundings and up against the screen making the play. Or the camera will, I should say. You don't know. First pitch to Semien misses a little bit low. Rangers have jumped out in front. It is 2-0. Marcus Semien swings and misses right there.
A couple of years ago, Semien put up big numbers. Drop off last year. Slow start so far this season.
Check swing. He went too far. It's a strike 1 and 2.
J-Mo will throw both the curveball and that sweeper. Throws him about the same velocity, about 79, 80 miles per hour.
Look at that note right there. Next pitch on a delayed steal. Heim will take off and make second. So it'll be a stolen base, and now 2 are in scoring position. And the pitch. popped in the air. Turner circling and into foul ground and makes the catch. Rangers scored twice. The Cubs will have Dansby Swanson to lead it off when we come back.
Bottom second, and the Cubs are down 2-0 to the Rangers. It's Dansby Swanson leading off, and I was talking to him about Justin Turner and the conversations that you can have with a veteran like him. And Dansby was saying, you know, Turner's just really aware and knowledgeable. It's so easy to have conversations with him. He loves the game and being around it. So Dansby said, you can ask Turner, hey, can you watch some of my cage work? You want to look at some video? And then Turner will provide feedback, and Dansby then can say, like, you know, hey, here's what I'm thinking. This is why I do this. And Dansby called it real dialogue, and that's about Turner just being the ultimate professional. So here's what, you know, a veteran like Turner can bring to a team, and even a veteran himself like Dansby.
The 0-1, and that one is outside, a ball and a strike. You know, some guys have real knowledge, and other guys have real knowledge and can explain it to people. To me, that's Justin Turner, the 1-1. And foul back to make it 1-2.
And some guys are really, really good, and they don't know why.
That's right.
I couldn't tell you. They just do it. They
That's
just
right.
go do it. They
Yeah, I feel like there's a self-awareness with Justin Turner and his ability to articulate hitting specifically what he's trying to do. The 1-2 is in the dirt.
Like you talk to some pitchers about their mechanics, and they've got all these checkpoints in their delivery, and foot strike is here, and my hand's here, and my shoulder's got to be, you know. And other pitchers, I don't know, man, I just wind up and throw it.
Corbin ready. Here's a 2-2. Drilled left field. That one back on its way. Gone. Home run, Dansby Swanson. And the Cubs get a run back for Dansby, his fourth. It's 2-1.
And one of the really nice things to see here in the early going is power from Dansby Swanson. Dealt with that injury last year, and a healthy here in 2025, and it's paying off. That's his fourth home run.
Early in the season last year, a lot of pulled ground balls. Early in the season this year, a lot of balls in the air being pulled, and it's yielded 4 home runs. Swanson off to a good start in the power department. Nico Horner taking a strike. Fly ball left field, Langford.
This home run replay is brought to you by Toyota, official vehicle of the Chicago Cubs. And he tries that slider, and it's up, and then it's gone. And no doubter off the bat of Dansby Swanson. Not as much hurt in that direction tonight with the wind. It's more to the right field side when the wind is going to knock it down.
And now Pete Crow Armstrong. And that one hit up the middle. Seager couldn't flag it down. And that'll be a base hit.
A little Olay job there from Seager. Can't pick it. Looks like he got caught in between a little bit. Wasn't really well played. They're going to give him a base hit.
Here's Shaw now.
Mentioned the Cubs ran wild last night. A different catcher back there tonight, Jonah Heim. And he was not very good at shutting down the running game last year. He got only 12%. League most 98 steals with Heim behind the plate last year. And a lot of times that's on the pitchers. So far, base stealers are 9 out of 10 against him.
2 balls, no strikes on Matt Shaw. There goes the runner. That's outside. Throw down to second. No shot into center. PCA racing for third. He's 5 for 5 in the stolen base department.
Yeah, and if you've been watching, pay attention to what happens when PCA is on the move. The catchers are always in a hurry, and the throws tend to sail, and a lot of times it'll cost them an extra base because of it.
So now the infield will come in, and Shaw waits. Corbin deals. That's in there for a strike.
Yeah. Cubs leading the way with 22 steals, and they've only been caught the one time. Suzuki got nabbed a couple days ago. Had to put a quarter in the jar.
Time for our Chick-fil-A nugget of the game. The Cubs have not led the National League in stolen bases since 1939. With 61 of them. Stan Hack led the way with 17. So maybe the bustling Baby Bears will lead the National League in
Smiling
steals.
Stan, yeah. Well, I think in this ballpark over the years, the roster construction leaning perhaps more towards slug and power than speed.
Carson Kelly swinging and missing. Here comes the 0-1.
If Shaw runs here, I don't know that they throw through with PCA on third base.
Ball and a strike. Shaw at first. Corbin leaning over, listening in, has the sign. Swing and a miss. Carson Kelly and Miguel Amaya have been sensational to begin the year. Of course, Carson with the cycle out in Sacramento. 1-2, and that missed off the inside edge.
A pretty good try there by Corbin after those breaking pitches. Tries to clip the inside corner with a heater. And Kelly was a little bit late getting that foot down. He would not have been able to pull the trigger, I don't think, if that ball was in the zone.
2-2 in the dirt, and Shaw will scramble down to second. So it'll be a wild pitch, and now 2 are in scoring position.
A good secondary. Keep your eye on the ball. See it down. Go. There you go. Shuffle, shuffle, read. Run like crazy.
Ball in dirt. A wild pitch, and now 2 in scoring position. Good eye. Carson Kelly takes the walk. That's the 8th walk that he's taken. He's only got 18 at bats. So Kelly doing the job in terms of just handed the baton.
Yeah, and that's a plate appearance too with a couple guys in scoring position where there's a tendency to get a little aggressive, right? You want to do damage. You want to drive in those runs.
Mike Maddox. Oh, he's got the shoulder grip on both the pitcher and the catcher.
I'll get confirmation on this, but I heard today that Mike Maddox has like it's either 11 or 18. I don't know why those two numbers, because they're not all that close to each other. Holes in one in his golfing career.
I can tell you this much. Swing and a miss from Happ very quickly. I did the 2019 NLCS for national radio. He was the Cardinals pitching coach. On the day of a game, he had 2 aces.
That's insane.
In one round. I may have a picture of it. See if I can find it. 2 in one round?
I know. It's getting a little greedy. Speaking of which, Ian Happ, get a little greedy.
Indeed. The 1-1 outside. Line drive, and it's caught it short by Seager.
Maybe in towards the label a little bit, taking some of the steam off that line drive, and good timing by Seager to elevate and haul that in.
And the pitch, and that's in for a strike. Seiya a single his first time. It came on a changeup. Seiya, by the way, this year, JD, here's a weird one. Last season, he hit .206 against changeups at off speed, so changeups and splits. This year, including tonight, he's 6 for 10. I know, small sample size alert, but still. The 1-1. The 2-1. Line drive, left field, base hit. Coming in is PCA. Shaw on his heels. And it's a 2-run single for Seiya Suzuki. And just like that, the Cubs have the lead.
through lines for the Cubs this year so far offensively is their ability to work walks. 2 walks, a big key to this inning, and delivered by Suzuki with that solid base hit to left. He's off to a great start tonight. 2 out of 2 with 2 batted in. Here comes PCA and Matt Shaw flying around third. Yeah, go ahead, drain it.
There's Kyle Tucker. Check swing called strike. Tucker flied to right his first time. Kelly at second, Suzuki at first. On a break right there, 2-1. Cubs taking advantage and doing little things here tonight. 2-1. Fly ball center field. And coming on Taveras. He makes the catch. Tucker is out. The Cubs scored 3 times, but Dansby Swanson got things going. A solo homer, his 4th, onto the 3rd. It's 3-2. Went outside. I was trying a little Bill Raftery there. Pretty.
Who's that, Bill?
Yeah. You watch the end of the game last night?
I did. Yeah. Exciting.
Jameson Taillon back to work deals. And Seager pops it up. That'll drift foul and out of play down the left side. Taillon ahead 1-2. And here comes in the dirt. Seager's been an all-star 5 times. Two. Last year's numbers dropped a bit from their World Series winning year, the slug went from 623 down to 512. 512 is still the big boy land. Nobody on, nobody out. The 2-2. In the air out towards right center field. Pete Crow Armstrong back, slowing down, and he's got it.
The Diamondbacks come to town for a 3-game series starting Friday, April 18th. Be here for it. Get your tickets at Cubs.com/tickets.
Here's Wyatt Langford now. And pulls off that cutter. Langford struck out swinging his first time. This guy just 23 years old. Good looking young player. 4th overall pick in the 23 draft. He's got less than 300 minor league plate appearances. Swing and a high fly ball left field. That one back on its way, and it's gone. And Langford with his 4th. And the Rangers have tied it up.
Yeah, man, talk about a strong kid. He is really put together. His 4th and the 4th one that JMO has allowed this year. They've all come to right-handed batters, and just breaking ball that backed up on him. It's one as you're watching it as a pitcher, you start to think, oh no, this might not end well for me.
Langford the blast, 3-3, and a 1-0 to Peterson. Swing and a miss.
There's that good changeup. He broke out last start. Good to get that feedback, get that bad swing and miss to chase. Start to rely on that more heavily.
Chop towards third. Waiting on it is Shaw. Slings to first. So Peterson is out.
See how late he was on that heater? It's because of that changeup before. Had to respect that. Slow him down, speed him up. Put him in the rocking chair, Boog. Forward and back.
Here's the pitch to Garcia. Center field, Pete Crow Armstrong coming on and makes the catch. Langford goes deep, and we're tied up at 3, middle of the 3rd.
All tied up at 3 in the bottom of the third. Justin Turner is leading off. And there's something that I noticed during spring training that Justin Turner will do right before he heads the on-deck circle, or in this case, lead off the inning. And that is he's going to tap the steps of the dugout as he walks out. It caught my attention, like I mentioned in spring, because it seemed very deliberate, not just like he's casually tapping the steps. He says it's like a checking in, here we go type of thing. Calls it a routine, not a superstition, but he said he's done it for a long time, and it was a running joke in LA. Dave Roberts, he would hear that and he'd go, oh, I love that sound. It means the top of the lineup is coming up. So it's just something that he's always done.
That's excellent. I love that sound.
Kind of reminded me of a goalie with a stick hitting the posts.
The 1-1. And Turner fouls it back. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to first. And scrambling over there is Josh Smith. And they beat Turner.
Friday, April 18th is Jackie Robinson Day. Fans who purchase tickets at Cubs.com/specials will receive a Jackie Robinson Cubs hat. Be here for it. Good looking lid. Friday, April 18th, 1:20 with the Diamondbacks.
Pitch in for a strike, and nothing at 1 to Dansby Swanson.
What did he end up with? 21 last year? 16. I apologize.
The 1-2. Broke his bat, popped up. Smith has it.
Man, was that his homer bat? Torpedo?
That might be the end of the torpedo bat.
You figured the torpedo would be a little more breakable down at the end, right? Because they've taken weight off the end of that. They taper the end of the bat to add mass to the sweet spot.
Yeah, the official name for it is a reverse taper bat.
That doesn't feel good on a cold night like tonight, right off the end of the bat.
I'm thinking not.
You get your hands buzzing.
Line drive, center field. Does it hang up? Sliding in to make the catch is Taveras. It did hang up. Nico hit it right on the nose. Cubs go 1-2-3. it's time now to play Mound Ball, presented by Tasty Trade. If the ball stayed on the mound, Cubs season ticket holder Eric Zawacki would have won the $2,000 in a Tasty Trade jackpot. Unfortunately, it did not. Tasty Trade, stocks, options, futures, crypto. Eric, I'm sorry. This one lifted in the air out towards shallow center field. Pete Crow Armstrong makes the grab. Ball's in the air a ton tonight, huh? Two outs on the ground in this game.
Well, the Rangers hit the ball in the air a lot. Probably one of the reasons why they're hitting for such a low average.
Josh Young taking a strike, and it's 0-2.
It's okay to hit the ball in the air a lot as long as you're hitting it over the wall with some frequency.
Right. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Second strikeout of the night for Jamison. Comes on this sweeper. Flirts with the outside corner and then just dives down and away.
Rangers won their first World Series in franchise history in 23 and left their group Milwaukee, Colorado, Seattle, Tampa Bay, and San Diego as the fivesome that have never won it all. Bruce Bochy, JD mentioned earlier, that was his fourth.
The only managers to win more, Joe McCarthy and Casey Stengel with the Yankees, the great Yankee dynasty. And Connie Mack won 5. Of course, Connie Mack also managed for like 50 years. And at one point was part owner. It's hard to fire the manager when he owns the team. And with Bochy, Joe Torre, and Walter Alston, each with 4 World Series championships as well.
The 1-2. And that popped up, foul and back of the plate and out of place.
Yeah, I think that's why we're seeing so many fly balls here tonight. Just it's a good life on that fastball from JMO. The hitter's not able to square up that heater. He's gotten hurt a little bit with the breaking pitch, but got good life on the fastball tonight.
Swing and a miss. Tyone gets Heim. And the Rangers go 1-2-3, including a pair of strikeouts. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Pete Crow Armstrong coming up.
On Saturday, April 19th, the Cubs take on the Diamondbacks. First pitch 120, and the first 10,000 early arriving fans will receive a Pete Crow Armstrong bobblehead presented by American Airlines. Be here for it. Visit Cubs.com/tickets.
The helmet actually comes off, which I think is cool. PCA fouls one off.
Just like my Johnny West doll when I was a kid, you could take his cowboy hat off, his chaps, he had a little coffee can, coffee pot.
I had a $6
Guess it
million
wasn't a dog. Guess it was an action figure.
Okay, I had a $6 million man
Did you?
doll. Yeah. Lee Majors.
Never had a G.I. Joe.
No, me neither. Corbin ready. Here's the 0-2.
Smith's $6 million man. He'd be a backup shortstop today.
That's right.
Rim shot.
Oh,
lovely pictures.
That is gorgeous. Mike Fox, our director, making art. One and two the count. Corbin ready. Here it comes. Outside. Two on the ground, but foul. Corbin, a veteran left-hander from the Syracuse area in New York State. 2-2 on the ground to the right side. Smith up with it. Throw gets away, and backing up is Heim. Got to be a hit. So PCA's 2 for 2.
Yeah. Sharp kind of line drive ground ball up the middle last time that Seager couldn't flag, and now Smith very inexperienced there at first base, but yeah, that would have been a tough play for even a very seasoned first baseman.
Yeah, hitting the moving target is challenging.
That's one in football the quarterback would be looking at the receiver in the wrong route.
Pete Crow Armstrong on the move, and he dives in. And he's got another stolen base, his second of the night. And the Cubs now on the season are 23 of 24.
Remember last time we talked about his speed and how it forces the catcher to hurry, and a lot of times the throw will sail. Similarly here, in a hurry, can't get the handle. It's a catcher's nightmare right there when that guy gets on base.
Probably one of the 5 fastest guys in the majors. And an opportunity for Shaw to deliver. Shortens the bunt, and he pushed at it. And they appealed down that first baseline, and Ben May said he went.
Judging by what we saw in spring training, the bunts are definitely part of the game for Matt Shaw. He flash bunt a lot out in Arizona. I thought he was able to pull it back in time.
Yeah, me too. 0-2 now. That's the third. Young will look PCA back, throw to first, and get Shaw. And now Carson Kelly. 1 out, man at second. We're in the bottom of the 4th. It's a 3-3 game. John Shambi and Jim Deshaies. Elise Menaker with us. Mike Leary, our producer. Mike Fox, our director. In the air, softly hit down the right side, and foul.
Well, that would have been lovely. Seeming keeping a close eye on PCA out there at second base.
Fly ball center field. Taveras there to make the catch. PCA bluffs a go, and there are 2 outs. And a chance for Happ to deliver this run. Nothing in 1 to Happ, who's popped out and lined out. Here's the pitch. And that one a little bit low. JD, we talk about the Cubs don't chase. They take a lot of walks. Here's the other component. They haven't been striking out. They have the 7th lowest strikeout rate in all the land. So there's been a lot of contact to go along with the power and the speed. On the ground to third, Young up with it. Throw to first in time. Happ is out, and the Cubs can't do anything with a leadoff single. Beautiful shots from our Megalodon camera, powered by Nissan. Nissan makes cars that thrill. Experience the thrill yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Five, and we are tied at 3s. We know that the Cubs farm system, it is very strong, ranked 8 right now in Major League Baseball. Well, then Baseball America, they came out with some rankings, and it's looking like the Cubs AAA team, well, they are the best when it comes to just all of the minor league teams around baseball. You know, we talk about this on Road to Wrigley in the preview show. We will next week in our first Road to Wrigley on Thursday. It is very stacked in that AAA system. That is why it is the best. We've watched it develop, and now all of the talent, most of it, is sitting there in Des Moines, Iowa. I talked to Jonathan Long. He is a number 13 prospect for the Cubs. We saw him sometimes in spring training, and I like what he told me, that when he was in AA last year, currently in AAA, he said, you know, he was playing with guys like Shaw, Triantos, Alcantara, and that was his first real taste of the next level. So you're getting a sense just in the farm system, even playing with these prospects, with each other, the talent is high.
That one in there. Taveras is gone, and there's one away. Yeah, at least I think it's a great point. There's a lot of talent, both position player wise and pitching wise, as Taveras frozen. But when you got guys like Cade Horton down there, obviously you mentioned Johnny Long, but Kevin Alcantara, Owen Casey, Triantos.
Was this Ballesteros?
Yeah, it's nice when all of your top level talent is that close. Meaning at AAA, right? As opposed to.
Yeah, down in A-ball when you know they're still a couple of years away from contributing.
Look out, Elise. Simeon lifts that in the air, right field. Chasing in is Tucker. And there's 2 down.
Fans in Illinois can purchase Cubs Charities 50/50 raffle tickets starting at 10 a.m. through the end of the game at Cubs.com/raffle or from a raffle ambassador at Wrigley Field through the 8th inning.
Here we go. Seager grounds one, but foul. Jacob Webb is up in the Rangers' pen.
I feel like he's coming in. He's been up a while now. Still throwing, so it's like Patrick Corbin is done for the night.
I think that was a kick change. Yep.
It was.
Here's the 0-2. That kick change has a funky grip. And at least in part, it's for guys that struggle to really pronate or pronate a lot. The 1-2.
So why kick? Why do they call it a kick change?
I've read the answer and I can't remember.
Good looking pitch.
The 2-2 on the ground. Swanson waiting there, gathers it in and throws him out. And Taillon has settled into a nice groove. He's set down 8 in a row. Bottom 5, Rangers and Cubs knotted at 3, and Patrick Corbin is done for the night. And the new pitcher will be Jacob Webb as he delivers to Suzuki. Seiya takes down low.
Webb, veteran with the Braves and Baltimore. Also spent a little time with the Angels. He's been around since 2019 on the big league scene. 5 appearances already this year, and so far so good.
Line drive out of the right center field, and that's a base hit. Sayers 3 for 3.
It's a 3-dog night and a 3-hit night. Back to back with that slide ball. This one stays on the plate and up a little bit. And 2 to the pull side, and now a little soft liner out there towards right center.
So now an opportunity for Kyle Tucker. Tucker 0 for 2. It's time now for the Intelligence Center, and it's powered by CDW and AMD. And of the 183 qualified batters this year, Kyle Tucker has the lowest chase rate.
Which means he's not swinging at pitches out of the strike zone.
And at first, nobody out, tied at 3.
Ooh. Good change, huh? I don't know if it's a kick change or not, but it was a good change.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into right center field. He tried the changeup again, and Tucker was wise to it. So he's now been on base 13 straight games.
Well, great job. We've noted in the past how he's so good about keeping his hands back and kind of through the zone with that swing, stays long through the zone. So even if the weight shift is gone, if he's out on that front foot a little bit, still able to make a good competitive swing.
Love that shot of him pumping his fist. And Turner fouls it away. JD, real quick, I don't know what type of numbers Kyle Tucker is going to put up when all is said and done at the end of this year. But when you look at what his previous 3 to 4 seasons have been, Cub fans are looking at one of the 10 best hitters in the game.
No doubt.
On their team.
No doubt. Yeah, he's an unbelievably good hitter. Right in the prime of his career. He's 28 years old. He's been in the league for a few years. He's kind of savvy to what the pitchers are trying to do.
Good base runner. There's Turner now. Justin takes outside the strike zone. It's 2-1. He's lined to center and grounded out. Turner the last 2 years with Seattle, Toronto, and Boston. But the previous 9 all with the Dodgers. And you're talking about in 9 years an 865 OPS. Turner was one of the better hitters in the NL. Popped up, and that one will get fouled and out of play as Heim runs out of room. Jacob Webb taking over for Patrick Corbin. Suzuki at second, Tucker's at first. Line drive, base hit, right field. And they'll hold Suzuki at third. So 3 straight hits, and they are loaded up for Dansby Swanson.
Comes Mike Maddox out to the mound to have a chat with Webb as Turner laces that high fastball the other way. You see the big leg kick down in time and a smooth level swing on that high heater. 3 solid singles here to start the 5th. Cubs bullpen is in great shape in terms of availability. Starters have been piling up the innings here in recent games. 7 innings from Justin Steele yesterday. Colin Ray finished the ball game, so everybody else had a night off.
Mike Maddox has finished his meeting, and Mr. Hole-in-One will make his way back to the Rangers dugout. Craig Counsell looking on, and a chance, a golden opportunity for the Cubs. Bases loaded and nobody out. Swanson has already homered here tonight. And a swing and a miss right there.
That's a good changeup this guy features. He's thrown it better than 40% of the time so far this year.
And I've made this point before. As a general idea, when you played, guys just would not throw a changeup to same side. So a right-handed pitcher would not throw a changeup to a right-handed hitter. That's kind of out the window now. 1-1. Swing and a fly ball center field. Going back is Taveras. Tagging at third, Suzuki. Seiya coming in to score. Tucker will advance. Racing down to second is Turner, and he dives in. It's a sac fly, and it's 4-3.
Ill-advised throw there to third base by Taveras. The play is to throw that ball to second base, keep Turner at first, keep the double play in order. So he's kind of measured, got it lined up. He's pretty deep to think he's going to throw out Tucker at third base there. I mean, if nobody's on first base, sure, but with Turner on first, I think the priority should have been to keep him there. Cubs putting together some real good at-bats again here tonight. We're going to appeal. I don't think they're going to appeal this here at third base. Second base.
So they were checking to see if Tucker left too soon. Kyle Tucker was in the middle of a play a few years ago, an appeal play where the runner actually did leave too soon. Let's see.
Let's see. There's the catch.
Yeah, he's fine. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center. And that's going to score both of them. How about Nico Hoerner? RBI single. And the Cubs enjoying a 6-3 lead.
Yeah, the hits just keep coming for the Cubs. A broken bat base hit here. Again, it's the changeup. He's out in front of it. He gets soft contact. And Nico able to flip it over the infield and drive in two.
Pitch in for a strike to Pete Crow Armstrong.
And it's hit number 9 for the Cubs tonight.
8 singles and a homer. And I think that was a torpedo bat that Nico lost. ECA 2 for 2. And he beat him with a fastball. All right, so there's a nugget. Big league average runs via the homer at about 39%. For the Cubs, it's less than that. This team's got a lot of speed, a lot of offensive versatility, if you will. And the batter now, Matt Shaw. He's walked and he has grounded out. Swing and a ground ball to the right side. Semien up with it. Toss to first. Shaw's out. Cubs score 3 times. Nico with the big hit. And it is 6-3. Chicago Cubs baseball on Marquee Sports Network is brought to you by Toyota, official vehicle of the Chicago Cubs. By Prevagen. Prevagen is the #1 pharmacist recommended memory support brand. And by Wintrust, Chicago's bank. Hey, Cub fans, get ready for even more Cubs coverage. Introducing the new Cubs Daily podcast. Join Lance Brozdowski as he delivers your morning dose of Cubs news, expert analysis, and fresh insights every single day. Listen and subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Jameson Taillon will get back to work, and the righty fires. Ball one with the cutter. It'll be Langford, then Peterson, and then Garcia. Hop foul, and it's 1-1. JMO up to 71 pitches, been pretty efficient. And the bullpen has been quiet all night.
Yeah, he normally is efficient, throws a lot of strikes, doesn't walk people. Well, pretty hard there in the second, but other than that, not so much.
On the ground, fair ball down the third baseline. It'll kick off the sidewall. Happ will pick it up, quickly fired a second, tag, safe.
Langford with a big wide turn at first base. It almost cost him. A little hitch there from Ian. Langford just ahead of the Horner tag.
Happ's accuracy as a thrower is pretty incredible. I mean, he double clutched right there and fired a spot-on strike to second base. What's going on with Carson Kelly? What's he missing? His PitchCom earpiece. Jock Peterson now, man at second. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Good slider.
Peterson twice on the ground tonight, and that's been his story in the early going. A lot of ground balls. Jock looks like one of the nuns from The Sound of Music. That thing on his head. It's Mother Superior now batting for the Rangers.
Yep. Do you have a favorite song from The Sound of Music?
I don't know.
Got to be favorite things, doesn't it?
Kind of like Edelweiss.
That too. Swing and a miss. And Peterson down on strikes.
Good breaking ball there to get Peterson. J-Mo settling in nicely here tonight. Gave up 2 in the second, 1 more on the Langford home run in the third, but good lively heater, sharp breaking pitch. That one there was just nasty.
And now Adolis Garcia lines one that Nico Horner catches. Adolis Garcia aggressive here tonight. JD Adolis Garcia has seen 3 pitches tonight.
He's cold. He wants to keep moving.
That's right. Hey, the kid from Cuba needs to get back to the dugout.
It's like I either want to run the bases or go sit by the heater.
Now the Rangers, they swing it, and highest swing rate in the majors, and that's one of those, there's nothing like my eyes are telling me through a game and a half they swing. And a 1-1. That's in for a strike.
Now bury it. High cheese. They are last in on base percentage, 26th in slug. Towards the bottom in walk rate.
Last in batting average. But first in the American League West.
Yes. And last in batting average on balls in play too, so expect some regression to the positive for these Rangers. The Cubs are hoping it doesn't happen until they get out of town.
BABIP bad luck.
Yeah, BABIP they're hitting 202 balls in play. League average typically 285, 290.
I think this team should score, right? I mean, last year
probably going to be okay offensively.
They were middle of the pack, 8th out of 15 teams in the AL in runs per game. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Smith is gone.
Damos feeling it.
Taillon with the punch out. 6 strong innings tonight from Big Jameson Taillon. Cubs lead at 6-3. We go to the bottom of the 6th. And the new pitcher on here is Jacob Webb is done. And Mark Church will take over.
Church on for the 4th time. A rookie who pitched a couple times at the big league level last year. Very inexperienced. Fastball, slider. Good heater.
On the ground to third. Young picks it up. Long throw in time. Hey, we were talking about the pitching coach for the Rangers, Mike Maddux. There he is. Longtime Major League pitching coach and Major League pitcher. So he actually, I mentioned, had 2 holes in one round. He played, I guess, at the Naval Golf Course.
Oh yeah, in DC. Yeah.
In DC. And there he is. And a couple of par 3s, and he aced them. I texted his brother Greg, and he said he's got 11 or 12 of them. That's amazing.
It's incredible. You know, the other guy who had 2 in one round was Steve Blass.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Maddux, fun to talk to. Tap, swings and misses. And Mike Maddux introductory press conference when he came back to the Rangers. He said, first thing he said was, "Well, hi, I'm Mike." That's how he introduced himself.
Is he the longest tenured pitching coach in the game now?
Well, he's been a bunch of different places, right?
I mean, longest acting, serving, not with one club.
I don't know the
Carl
answer to
Willis
that.
been around a long time.
Yeah. Diddy, by the way, you asked me a question earlier. The kick change.
Yeah.
It's because with the way you hold it and it comes off your middle finger and you kick the axis of the ball as it releases.
Okay. Thank you. It's a pretty good slider that Mr. Church is featuring here. It's a real downer. It's real a lot of got a depth to it.
Seiya 3 for 3, and he is red hot. Too hot. Here's a strike.
The theory that I put forth last night was that the DH might have an advantage because he doesn't have to play the field on this cold night. He can go in the cage and hit a little bit. He can stay warm in the clubhouse and watch a video, have a grilled cheese sandwich, whatever he wants to do, he can do it. And then just come out and hit a line drive.
Are they making grilled cheese sandwiches in the clubhouse?
Yeah, because they can make just about anything in the clubhouse.
Yeah, that's true.
JD, I can confirm all of that. Not the grilled cheese sandwich, but I did talk to Seiya before the game, and he's heading under when the team is on defense and likes to be around the team when they're on offense. Get the feel of the game.
Yeah, stay warm as best you can.
Including tonight, last 9 for Seiya Suzuki. Get a load of this. 412, 523, 794. And 3 more hits this evening. In a favorable count right here, it's 3-1. And that one downed it in. Kyle Schwarber once told me that when he's DHing, he does not watch on defense because he can't control anything. And he said, "I'm a control freak." So he only watches when the team's hitting because eventually he's going to hit. That's a.
Like he doesn't watch the game.
Well, I mean, I think he's watching on the monitor. That's the monitor. Out in the left center field. That's pretty well struck. And that'll touch down and bang up against the wall. Tucker's into second. They'll hold up Suzuki. Kyle Tucker, stay hot.
Yeah, I'm just running out of words, Boog, to describe this guy. It's just incredible what he's doing. Oh, here's some words. This double is brought to you by Elgin Hyundai, home of the 20-year and 200,000-mile warranty on every new car. He's going to hit a bunch of those.
"19 hits now for Kyle Tucker, 11 for extra bases. He has the most hits in the majors. Chance for Turner here. Justin, a single and a run scored his last time. Here's a 1-0. Cubs lead at 6-3. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Cubs have Julian Merriweather up. JD.
Yes.
So this is from Cameron. "My grandpa would love to get on the broadcast on his 99th birthday." So there you go, Cam. Grandpa, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And that is a very fine tam o'shanter you're rocking there, Grandpa. Good looking grandkids too, or great grandkids. A little injury situation here, it looks like.
Here's Church is all right. Another chilly night here at the ball yard. Three and nothing on Justin Turner. Second and third, 2 down, as the Cubs look to add on. And that's up and in, ball 4. They're loaded. Series finale will be tomorrow. It'll be Shota Imanaga and Tyler Mahle. And the first pitch at 1:20, and then it is off to LA.
A chance to bust this thing wide open right here. 4 more walks for the Cubs tonight.
Church deals. That's down low. In the air, center field. Taveras back some more, and he makes the catch. And Swanson gave it a ride. Cubs leave them loaded. They lead at 6-3. 6-3 Cubs lead it as the Rangers come up to hit in the top of the 7th. And Julian Merryweather on here delivers to Josh Young. That one grounded fair down the third baseline. So Merryweather greeted rudely.
That's how the 6th inning started for the Rangers. A leadoff double by Wyatt Langford, but Jameson shut him down 1-2-3 after that. Have to bring the chair with him.
So here's Jonah Heim, switch hitter batting left. And that one down low.
5th appearance of the season for Julian. 3 2/3 scoreless so far. He worked an inning and a third on Sunday against the Padres. Allowed a couple hits but no runs with a couple of strikeouts.
The 1-0. So now 3-0. And that one finds the mark. Young edging away at second. Cubs lead it by 3. And that finds the mark. So now it's 3-2.
Yeah, this drops that slider in there. Battling back here against Heim. Confidence in that breaking pitch on 3-1. Julian pitched just 15 times for the Cubs last year. A couple injuries derailed his season. The year before was really good. 72 innings, 69 appearances, and a 3.38 ERA.
Man at second, nobody out. Here comes a 3-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out.
The previous breaking ball found the zone. This time it shows in the strike zone, then dips down below the knees, and Heim with a kind of weak hack at it. Bewildered by that breaking pitch.
That one in the air down the line. Fair ball. That's going to score a run. Taveras around second on his way to third. And he's got a triple. And the Rangers within 2.
Just slices this ball the other way, and it takes a big high hop on Ian. He can't corral it, so it's an extra base for Taveras. It'll get pretty tricky in that corner.
And certainly Ian Happ has experience playing that corner as anyone in the game. 1 out, man at third, and Porter Hodge starting to get up and throw in the bullpen. On the ground to the right side, this will get a run in. Horner to first. Simeon knocks in the run, and it is 6-5. So 1-run game. Craig Counsell, Tommy Hotovy looking on. Here's Seager.
Cubs have had a couple late leads get away from them already this year.
They'll take it to negative town, JD.
just the facts, man.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 6-5 game. We're in the 7th. Merriweather. Ground ball, base hit, and that's out into center field.
You know, sooner or later, Seager's going to heat up. Porter Hodge time.
Craig Counsell out of the dugout makes the point to the pen. We told you Porter Hodge was up, and he's coming in. Pitching change brought to you by Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank, it's about time. And time for our fans of the game, brought to you by Mike's Hard Lemonade. For the love of lemonade. Yeah, got to be bundled up. Need a giant hood. Oh, underneath that hood, that's John Cusack. What do you think he's saying? Saying anything?
He's saying, I'm a true blue Cub fan because I'm out here on a cold night like tonight.
Big swing and a miss from Langford as Hodge delivers the heater at 95.
Langford with evil intent with that big swing, but coming up empty. See, Porter starts with that split grip, but normally you're going to see fastball slider. That's just in case. You see a lot of those up and in fastballs to the right-handed hitters. That's kind of a common miss for Porter. 6 appearances so far this year, 5 2/3 and a 1.59 ERA.
Leaning over, listening in. He says yes. Ball to strike. Here comes.
Might be time to break out that slide ball.
The 1-2. Oh, right in on his thumbs. Langford able to spoil that one.
A lively heater in on the hands. It's a very dangerous hitter. Home run he hit earlier, the 4th he's hit already this year. He's also doubled.
Hodge And Langford gets a piece.
That's a good pitch. Back-to-back sliders. The second one a little bit better than the first. So now he's got both sides of the plate he could operate on here. You throw that slider a little bit off the edge and see if he can get a chaser and go back hard in.
He went upstairs and he got him swinging. Hodge does the job. 7th inning stretch brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you.
Tonight's guest conductors for Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Loyola Women's Volleyball head coach and players Amanda Berkeley, Jay Finning, and Olivia Lovett.
All right, Cubs fans, let me hear ya. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back for it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Cubs fans.
Back at Wrigley as we go bottom 7 and the Cubs lead it by a run. New pitcher is Sean Armstrong.
Spent a little time with the Cubs last year. Very little. 8 appearances. With the Rangers this year, he's been out there 4 times. Been around since 2015 when he came up with Cleveland. Been a Guardian, a Mariner, an Oriole, a Ray, a Marlin, a Cardinal, a Cub, and now a Ranger. He's been everywhere, man. He's been everywhere. I like to prove every now and then that I can read a list.
Yeah, you are. Nobody does it like you, buddy.
Be careful running that high heater up there, Nico. He'll get on top of that thing and whack it into the corner.
And Horner will take his base. And we'll keep our eye on Nico to see if the Cubs will try to add an extra run and use the stolen base.
On Tuesday, April 22nd, the Cubs take on the Dodgers. First pitch 6:40, first 10,000. Early arriving fans will receive a reusable Earth Day tote bag presented by Hefty. Be here for it. Visit Cubs.com/tickets. Look.
Yeah, awkward swing right there.
A little bit of an afterthought. He's just setting him up, Boog. Saying, look, I can't handle your heater. Go ahead and just keep pumping him in there. And then he'll jump him. Willie Mays said he used to do that on purpose. Take a real awkward swing like at a breaking ball early in the game and then sit on it later on. Willie Mays. Next level.
0-2, PCA waits. Swing and a miss.
No food up there.
And Michael Busch will hit for Matt Shaw. Busch had a nice night last night. And a double and a triple. Coming off the bench here tonight.
Ouch. No fun at all.
Greg Counsell, Nick Frangella out. Man, night like tonight.
Yeah, it's going to burn for a while. Got a little padding there, so perhaps will help a little bit.
Looks to be okay. I mean, easy for me to say.
He's okay enough.
He's fine. I empathize with your plight, Bushy. I do. Carson Kelly now. Five walks and a hit batter from Rangers pitching.
There's also the 10 hits in this ball game. But the Rangers have started to flex their muscles too, so very important here to play add-on. Told you about the Rangers offensive woes. They've been playing winning baseball because their pitching has been so good. Their starters and their bullpen have been outstanding here in the early going. Seeing a whole lot of Mike Maddox tonight, though. He's loving all our hole-in-one talk, so he keeps going out there.
That's right. I gotta ask Carson Kelly how a kid who's, I know he's born here, but grew up out in Portland, and he's only 30. How is Eddie Money his walk-up song? That's what I want to know. The Money Man. You have a favorite Eddie Money song?
He's got good parents.
Yeah, that's a good point. That is what that is. That's good parenting.
Yeah.
Take Me Home Tonight. 2 Tickets to Paradise. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably the one that jumps to mind.
Here's a 2-0. And that's in the dirt and dug out by Heim. Feels like the Cubs have had the bases loaded in almost every inning. 3 innings so far they've had them loaded. That's through there for a strike. Here's the pitch. And that's through there.
Man, we rarely see that, right? In the modern game, you see the 3-0 fastball. Normally, after that, you're going to see a little slider, maybe a cutter, but he went back-to-back heaters. This one right through the middle of the zone.
Yeah, the 3-1 heater doesn't happen a lot. Simeon to Seager, steps on the bag, and they turn it into a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. It's time for our game summary, and it's presented by Wintrust. Cubs lead it by a run. For Jameson Taillon, solid start, 6 innings, 3 earned. He struck out 6, walked only 1. Dansby Swanson knocking in a couple. And Seiya Suzuki, 3 more hits, 2 runs batted in. And the pitch in for a strike from Porter Hodge to Jock Peterson. Changes at the corners. Birdie and Bush into the game. And now it's 0-2. All right. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Jock Peterson, nothing for 4 tonight. And hit the ball out of the infield. A couple of ground outs, a couple of punch outs. Porter Hodge is that dude.
Pitch in for a strike to Garcia.
Big time power for Garcia, 39 home runs a couple of years ago.
Swing and a ground ball to short. Swanson gobbles it up and throws him out. And the batter now will be Josh Smith. And that one fouled off, 0-1. Cubs trailed 2-0. Then took a 3-2 lead. This one was tied at 3 until the Cubs got 3 in the 5th. Texas with 2 in the 7th, and here we are. And there's the sweeper. Oh.
Could have been.
I think Jeff Fairchild's been good tonight.
Yeah, you know, because you haven't noticed him, have we?
No.
We haven't been complaining or whining or griping up here like we normally do.
That's right. We're gripers. The 1-2. Yeah, the heater misses outside. Come on, Chad.
It's cold. Move it along.
Clean it up. 2 outs, base is empty. Chop towards third. Birdie. Unloads. Stretch. Safe. They're not going to look at it.
Yeah, Smith, one of their faster guys. Big high hop. Birdie does everything he can. Gets plenty on the throw. Smith busting it down the line. Clearly safe.
And now Josh Young. Fly ball right field. Tucker in and towards the wall. And it's a fair ball. It's going to get past him. Smith around third and in to score. And stopping at third is Young. And we're tied at 6. Second triple of the night for the Rangers, and this one ties the game.
And again, this one, you know, just kind of a fly ball that's drifting towards the wall, and that becomes very problematic for the outfielder. You got to start to break it down and put yourself in position to catch the ball before you slam into the wall. And this one just eludes Kyle Tucker. Not an easy play for anybody, and especially for a guy who does not have a lot of experience playing right field here at Wrigley Field.
Yeah, it's a classic Wrigley Field type of problem that you can have in the corners. Just so little room. And it's not a simple play.
Came out of nowhere, didn't it? 2 quick outs and a little chopper to third and a fly ball to right. And we got a tie ball game.
6-6. We're in the top of the 8th. And Heim with the awkward swing at the sweeper from Hodge.
You can induce some bad hacks with that slider.
I mean, to do it against the lefty. Young, the runner at third. He's the go-ahead run. We're tied at 6. Here comes. Struck him out. Hodge fans Heim. But the Rangers tie things up on the RBI triple. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Top of the order. Ian Happ will start things off. A cold night at Wrigley. 6-6. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Each side with 10 hits. Rangers with the game's only error. And Chris Martin, the former Cub, will take over.
Yeah, the big right-hander has pitched 6 times already. He's 6'8", now 39 years old, and so far, so good. Last year he was with the Red Sox, put together a very solid season. 44 and a third innings last year. Buki walked 3 batters.
Happ drills one out towards right center field. Garcia is there. It's over his head. And Happ into second.
Well, Wynn certainly got a hold of this one. Garcia's given up on it. Taveras is the better option, and he just whiffs on it. I mean, his pursuit of the Tucker ball in left center looked a little awkward to me, and that's just a whiff. And what a huge break for the Cubs.
They call that a 2-base error. Leody Taveras. So they go E8. And an opportunity for Seiya Suzuki. Seiya, 3 hits and a walk.
He and Tucker have been on base 6 times tonight between them.
Scooped foul, and it's 0-2. Oh, 2 off the outside edge.
John Birdie is due to bat after Kyle Tucker.
A little bit high.
Bruce Bochy's thinking, get Suzuki here, put Tucker on, deal with Birdie. Kyle Tucker's not going to sneak up on Bruce Bochy with all the games that the Astros and the Rangers played over the years.
2-2 now. Foul ball. Look out, Jose Javier. Chris Martin, Seiya Suzuki, teammates with the Cubs in 2022. They played against each other in Japan. And that one on the inside corner. And Suzuki is gone.
He got a big strikeout when he really needed it. A front door cutter, perfectly executed, locks up Seiya. He thought it was in, but it looked like it caught the corner. And they will put Tucker on here.
So an opportunity for John Birdie here with 2 on and 1 out. First and second, tied at 6 in the 8th. Martin. And that one misses.
Same pitch.
Pretty much. Inside, it almost hit him. Craig Counsell and the Cubs locked up in a 6-6 tie here. Bottom 8, 1 out, first and second. Birdie awaits a 2-0. Here it is. Haps at second. Tucker's at first. The 2-1. John Purdy, the veteran, 35 years old, native of Michigan. Plays all over the field, still runs really well. 2-2. He tried the same thing that he did to Seiya, and it missed. Tried to go front hip cutter. Swanson lurking in the on-deck circle. Here we go. First and second, one down, 3-2. Payoff pitch. On the ground to third, it's off of Young. Happ to third, he'll stop there. And the bases are loaded.
Rangers defense not getting it done here in the 8th. Second error in this inning. Taveras, and now Young just off the IL in at third base. A little bit of a tricky hop for sure. Seager there backing up, saves the run, and the Cubs have the bases loaded for what, the 5th time tonight?
Well, Dansby's been up with the bases loaded now 3 times. And he takes inside. He's homered earlier tonight, popped out, knocked in a run with the bases loaded with a sac fly, and then flied to center with the bases loaded in the 6th. 1-0. The pitch to Dansby. Line drive, slicing into right field, base hit. Haps in to score. Tucker on his heels. Dansby, Swanson delivers. 8-6 Cubs in the 8th.
And a lot of those inside cutters to the right-handed hitters. Inside out swing from Dansby Swanson. I'm not sure why that throw's going to third base. I don't know that he had a shot at home, but I mean, it's weird. Rangers are kind of falling apart here defensively. They weren't real sharp last night either.
The ironic thing is that this is a team last year that was one of the better teams in baseball defensively. JD,
yes.
Here's a nugget for you. Rangers are out of mound visits.
Don't see that very often.
No, you don't. They chant for Nico Hoerner. Yeah, no more mound visits. I don't think I've ever seen a game where someone has tried it. What happens? Do we get like 5 runs or something for that if they try to go to the mound?
Yeah, I think it's a technical foul. We get 2 free throws.
That is what happens. It's like Chris Webber calling the timeout. Too soon?
No, not too soon.
Yeah. 93, 92, 93. Thanks, Coop. The 0-2. It is a lively bunch here tonight, and good on you for braving the cold, and most everybody on their feet as the Cubs have rallied a couple of times. They lead at 8-6 here in the 8th. John Sciambi, Jim Deshaies, Elise Menaker. The 1-2. Slashed foul.
Lefty Hobie Milner is up in the Rangers pen. He's been up a good while. Ryan Presley getting ready for the 9th. for the Cubs.
And again, errors don't tell the entire story, but that just tells you they didn't make a lot of them last year. And just in terms of outs above average, they were 4th best in the big leagues. In defensive runs saved, they were in the top 3rd or thereabout at 11th out of 30. So wherever you're looking, this was a good defensive team last year, and they got most of their guys back. 1-2. 2 aboard, 1 out. Here it comes. There go the runners. Pitches in there for called strike 3. And on the double steal, it is successful. 2 more bags for the Cubs. And Nico Hoerner strikes out for just the 2nd time this year.
And again, it's that front door cutter. He's been throwing a ton of those. Just catches the edge.
Texas is challenging the safe call at third base.
That's Bill Miller. They're taking a second look. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine.
Great throw, huh? I think he's safe.
I do too.
Certainly don't see enough to overturn. Certainly understandable that they would challenge at this point. Safe. Let's rock it back and forth.
Rock it. Rock the baby.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is safe. Texas will lose their challenge.
You can't catch Betty Birdie's son stealing bases. He's 5 for 5. And Bruce Bochy out of the dugout. Pitching change brought to you by Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank, it's about time. Cubs 8, Rangers 6, bottom 8, 2nd and 3rd. New pitcher is the southpaw Hobie Milner on for the 4th time. It'll face Pete Crow Armstrong.
Funky, 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 Hobie Milner. That drop down delivery. Very adept at getting the ground ball.
Two and 0 against PCA, who's got a couple of hits tonight. Birdie's at third, Swanson's at second. Line drive, base hit left field. Swanson around third. Throw to the plate is cut off. And now they got PCA hung up. And he's out. The run scores both of them. And the Cubs now lead at 10-6.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Rangers, man, they played a sloppy game tonight. Some physical errors, mental mistakes. I mean, why you cut this ball off? It's the bottom of the 8th inning. Every run is crucial. And watch Jonaheim, the catcher. He's like, what are you doing, man? Why are you cutting that ball off? We had a shot.
Leody Taveras fouls off the first offering from Ryan Presley.
When he started warming up, he was in a position to save the ball game. That is no longer the case, as the Cubs have extended this lead to 4 runs now.
Good breaking ball. On the ground, off the glove of Bush, it redirects out of the shallow right. And the leadoff man is aboard.
Lead base hit for Taveras, his second. He tripled last time. Good effort here by Michael Bush. Just couldn't quite corral it.
First one to Simeon, missing inside.
Imagine these guys have squared off a bunch over the years. Quality Start is brought to you by National Car Rental. Control confidence. And we take a look at the ledger for Jameson Taillon here tonight. 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs. They were earned. He struck out 6, walked just 1. Cubs with 4 quality starts now through 5 games on this homestand.
Presley gets the swing and miss, and it's 1-2. On the ground, Swanson pops up, throws to second. Wow. And that's the first out of the inning. He steals a hit from Marcus Semien.
Dansby having himself a heck of a night at the plate and in the field.
First one to Seager in the dirt and dug out by Carson Kelly. Runner goes and that one pushed foul. Dansby Swanson coming up with a big hit tonight. Continues to play his usual stellar defense. The 1-1. Runner goes, throw down to second. Safe. Oh. And they're going to look at it.
Kind of odd that he'd be running
Chicago
this
is
situation
challenging the
anyway,
safe
down
call at
4
second
runs.
base.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those, you can run there, just don't get caught.
Yeah, it just can't be close.
No.
Throws there ahead of him. Oh, I just can't tell when the tag was applied. Oh, he comes off the base a little bit too at the end, I think. Got him on the belly. It's all about the timing. I don't know.
What about this? No, I think he's safe. What do you think?
I think he should be out for running down 4 in the 9th.
Oh, I think. Well,
it's a good look.
Yeah.
Really good replays. But yeah, it's just. Looked to me like the tag was applied while the foot was sliding across the top of the base. He briefly comes off the base, but by that time, contact with the tag has been broken.
Right.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. Runners out. Chicago retains their challenge.
There you go.
I don't get why he'd be running in that situation.
Yep. And again, we've made this point before, but one of the things that they're capable of doing in New York that we cannot do, and that is marrying two different looks timing wise. That one sliced the other way and a fair ball down the line, and Happ will pick it up and fire it in. Toast of the Game is brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Dansby Swanson had himself a night tonight. Got the scoring started for the Cubs with a solo home run in the 2nd, his 4th sac fly in the 5th, and then that big knock in the 8th to plate 2. Also made a spectacular play out at short. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Kevin Pillar here. Not sure why Kevin Pillar came into the game. Haven't heard anything in terms of the status of Wyatt Langford. With Imanaga pitching tomorrow, pretty good guess that Pilar will be in there regardless, but I don't know whether something is wrong with Wyatt Langford, but you wonder.
Yeah. I have to assume something is bugging him.
10-6 Cubs. 0-2 on the ground. Horner to Bush. Ball game. Cubs win. And the Cubs red hot as they improve to 9-5. Sing the song. Cubs will go for the sweep tomorrow. Another win here at Wrigley. For Jim Deshaies, Elise Menaker, and our entire crew, I'm John Shelby. Thanks for watching Chicago Cubs baseball here on Marquee Sports Network. Again, your final: Cubs 10 and the Rangers 6. Tomorrow, the finale versus the Rangers. Imanaga and Mahle are scheduled starters. Coverage begins at 12:30 Central. Up next, Cubs postgame live. Cole Wright, Ryan Dempster. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Boog. Everyone loves home runs, but who says you can't win ball games with simple base knocks, Dempsey?
It's amazing. 2 games in a row. A lot of the small ball, stolen bases, getting runners over and getting them in. Could be a winning formula.
Absolutely. The Texas Rangers, they were men on an island out there on that mound. And Dempsey and I, we're going to tell you all about it after a Cubs win. Stick around. Cubs postgame live. It's firing back in a flash.